Fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come. Revelation 14:7. Another angel followed, saying, Babylon is fallen. Revelation 14:8. The third angel warns, if anyone worships the beast, or his image, or takes his mark in his forehead, or in his hand, he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. See Revelation 14:9 and 10. The three angels have warned. 1. God's judgment hour has begun. 2. Babylon is fallen. 3. Do not take the 666 mark of the beast.
The time of judgment has come to the USA as surely as it came to Sodom and Gomorrah in Lot's day. Suddenly, swiftly, and finally. How can I be so sure the time of God's judgment on America has come? It's in the Bible, just as plain as you please. But you never heard of it? You never read it? You never expected it to come so soon? Consider these facts. God warned Adam, but of the tree of knowledge, good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. Genesis 2:17. But you know that Adam did not die the very day that he ate of the forbidden fruit. Adam did not die in the year that he ate of it. So we know that though a day in prophecy can be a year according to Ezekiel 4:6, it was not the case in this instance. All the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. Genesis 5:5. Let's be clear. Adam to die in the day that he ate of the forbidden fruit, and for Adam to live 930 years, then the day that God was talking about was a 1,000-year day. Be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. 2 Peter 3:8. The Bible also says that God's judgment hour will come at a specific time, and it will be for a specific duration. Fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come. Revelation 14:7. God's judgment hour is for an hour. Since Adam's judgment was based on a 1,000-year day, millennial time, the judgment hour must be based on millennial time also. To calculate the duration of a judgment hour, we must know that it is based on a 24-hour day or not. Moses judged the people during the daylight hours. Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood by Moses. Exodus 18:13. And from a study of the sanctuary system that God gave to Moses, the activities on the Day of Atonement, the Judgment Day, were performed during the daylight hours. Jesus asked, are there not 12 hours in a day? John 11:9. The math is simple. A 1,000-year day divided by 12 hours equals a judgment hour of 83 years, 4 months. Back in the 1800s, a Baptist minister named William Miller studied Daniel 8 and Revelation 14 to discover that the judgment hour of the dead began on 22 October 1844. Without going through his entire study here and now, is there a way to verify his conclusions? Peter states that the judgment must begin at the house of God. 1 Peter 4:17. The Roman Church claims to be the Church of God, with the Apostle Peter being its first pope. Jesus revealed that one of the 7 churches is a dead church. I know thy works, that thou hast a name that thou livest and art dead. Revelation 3:1. The Roman Church received its deadly wound in 1798. It was still dead on 22 October 1844 when Miller's study indicated that the judgment hour of the dead was to begin. Since the duration of a judgment hour is 83 years 4 months, was the Roman Church that was dead on October 22nd still dead on February 22, 1928? Yes, it was. By June of 1929, Mussolini had healed the Roman Church's deadly wound during the tarrying time. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Habakkuk 2:3. On the Day of Atonement, 14 October 1929, the dead Roman Church was alive again. Thus, the 83-year 4-month judgment hour of the living began. It ended 14 February 2013. How did the judgment hour of the living compare to the Roman Church? John saw a beast arising out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. Revelation 13:1. A head is a king. When thou wast little in thine own sight, wast thou not made the head? And the Lord anointed thee king over Israel. 1 Samuel 15:17. A horn can be a king. The great horn is the first king. Daniel 8:21. The Roman Church had exactly 7 heads, or popes, during the judgment hour of the living between 1929 and 2013. And there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. Revelation 17:10. The 5 that were fallen, when the prophecy met history, were Pius 11 and 12, John 23, Paul 6, and John Paul 1. The one that is was Pope John Paul II. The one that was to come, that was allotted a short space, was Pope Benedict XVI. The short space allotted to him was to last for less than 7 years. By Babylonian reckoning, Pope Benedict XVI began his reign on 29 March 2006, and he resigned effective 28 February 2013, a day and a month short of 7 years, which makes his reign incomplete, i.e., it was a short space. Number 7 indicates completeness, and it is symbolic of the fact that the messages extend to the end of time, while the symbols used reveal the condition of the church at different periods in the history of the world. Then, the first beast in Revelation 13 yields its authority to the second beast in verse 11 that has 2 lamb-like horns. That is the United States of America, which is identified by the calling of fire down from heaven. President Truman did that in World War II, and President Trump has threatened to do it again if North Korea threatens America. When the hour ended, 14 February 2013, the 83 years, 4 months allotted for the 10 American presidents from Truman to Clinton to bond with the 7 popes from Pius XI to Benedict XVI ended. Then came the 7-year tarrying time that was followed by a rare weather event on 14 February 2020, and the echoes of God's wrath were manifested in the COVID-19 pandemic. In my other videos, I explain how the 2 horns on the American beast are actually counted as 4 horns, or 4 rulers, American presidents. Thus we have arrived at the end of the hour allotted to judge the living. God's saints have been inventoried. God is keeping the books of life and death current as he prepares to visit judgment upon the world. The transition from the papacy to the earth beast, America, has happened. The 3 of the 4 American presidents, symbolized by the duo horns, has brought us to the 4th horn. Through the 2 great errors, the immortality of the soul and Sunday sacredness, Satan will bring the people under his deception. While the former lays the foundation of spiritualism, the latter creates a bond of sympathy with Rome. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast might both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Revelation 13:15 will revamp America's monetary system.
By faith, Henry Hills is standing by his understanding of Bible prophecy. Quote, "If the leading men in our conferences do not now accept the message sent them by God, and fall into line for action, the churches will suffer great loss. When the watchman, seeing the sword coming, gives the trumpet a certain sound, the people along the line will echo the warning, and all will have opportunity to make ready for the conflict. But too often the leader has stood hesitating, seeming to say, 'Let us not be in too great haste. There may be a mistake. We must be careful not to raise a false alarm.' The very hesitancy and uncertainty on his part is crying, 'Peace and safety. Do not get excited. Be not alarmed.' There is a great deal more made of this question than is demanded. This agitation will all die down. Thus, he virtually denies the message sent from God, and the warning which was designed to stir the churches fails to do its work. The trumpet of the watchman gives no certain sound, and the people do not prepare for the battle. Let the watchman beware lest, through his hesitancy and delay, souls shall be left to perish, and their blood shall be required at his hand." Close quote. Testimonies to the Church, Volume 5, page 715, paragraph 2.
Bush 2, Obama, Trump, and President Joseph Biden and Kamala Harris Emhoff.
By introducing a global central bank digital currency so that no one can buy or sell unless they abide by America's guidelines. President Biden issued his executive order number 14067 on March 9, 2022, to start initiating the central bank digital currency.
No one will be able to buy or sell unless they have the mark of the beast or his number. President Biden issued an executive order March 9, 2022, to see if it is possible to convert the US dollar into a cryptocurrency. This is in preparation of overhauling the world's financial system that is based on American dollars.
Biden signs order on cryptocurrency as its use explodes. President Biden has signed an executive order on cryptocurrency that urges the Federal Reserve to explore the possibility of creating its own digital currency.
This is an order that is essentially a starting place. But I think it is a sign, that crypto is here to stay.
Governments around the world rush to roll out their central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. Their dystopian characteristics are causing many individuals and institutions to push back. CBDCs could destabilize the entire financial system and cause it to collapse. It's also safe to assume that the purpose of this crypto crackdown is to get rid of any crypto companies and projects which compete with the Fed's FedNow payment system. FedNow seems to be the first step towards a full-blown digital dollar, and it will be launched in July. As the second study specifies that it's about digital currencies, including cryptocurrency. As you'll soon see, it seems the OFR is arguing that the ability for people to opt out of banking using crypto is a risk.
114 plus countries around the world are at various stages of development, with the majority of them already launching pilot programs or researching national digital currencies.
Be very, very afraid of those who are sound asleep at this moment, because when they wake up, they're going to wonder what happened.
Because we weaponize our source of power, which is the US dollar.
It is in the power of thine hand to do it. Proverbs 3:27. I saw all that would not receive the mark of the beast and of his image in their foreheads or in their hands could not buy or sell. See Revelation 13:15 through 17. In order to continue to buy and sell, everyone must receive authorization. This is symbolized as a mark in their right hand. The authorization comes from the beast. No man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. This is clearly stating that all must comply with the conditions established by the beast to be able to continue to buy and sell. Those who recognize that America's move to cryptocurrency is the mark of the beast, they will refuse it. They will be obeying God's command not to receive the mark of the beast in their hand. Revelation 13:16. But there are those that will receive it in the forehead. They will be coerced to reconsider their position and to consent to using this new monetary system because it is necessary to use American cryptocurrency in order to buy and sell. It's a matter of survival. This is what is meant by taking it in the forehead. See Revelation 13:16. I saw that the number 666 of the image beast was made up. Revelation 13:8. The image beast is the United States of America, and that it was the beast that changed the Sabbath. The beast is the papacy. It claimed to have the authority to change the Sabbath from Saturday, the day that Jesus said he was Lord of, to Sunday. And the image beast had followed on after and kept the Pope's and not God's Sabbath. This has not happened yet. It will happen. And all we were required to do was to give up God's Sabbath and keep the Pope's. And then we should have the mark of the beast and of his image. Word to the little block, page 19, paragraph 1. Those that are not deceived to take the new American cryptocurrency, those who persevere till the end, their final test will be the Sabbath test. All others who have the mark of the beast, who are able to continue to buy and sell, will not have the Sabbath test. They had their test. They failed their test.
The only safe course is to follow the light God permits to shine, lest by neglect it shall become darkness. Review and Herald, October 6, 1885.
He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Time is almost finished, and what we have been years learning, they will have to learn in a few months. They will also have much to unlearn and much to learn again. Those who would not receive the mark of the beast and his image when the decree goes forth must have decision now to say nay. We will not regard the institution of the beast.
Crowned heads, presidents, rulers, and high places will bow to his, Satan's, false theories. Fundamentals of Christian Education, page 472, paragraph 1. The prophecies of Daniel and Revelation tell us Trump administration is going to implement American cryptocurrency, and that those who take American cryptocurrency in their right hand or in their foreheads will be worshiping the beast by disobeying a direct command from God. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawns, and the day star arise in your hearts. 2 Peter 1:19.
The battle is raging. God's people put out the light by letting their light shine. The world will put out the light by extinguishing the knowledge of God. The struggle is coming to a head with the mark of the beast. You are determined you won't take it, but the Bible says the world is deceived by Antichrist. It does not say the world is deceived except America, or the world is deceived except Baptists, Catholics, or Zen Buddhists. The world is deceived by Antichrist. Those who become confused about the identity of Antichrist will be deceived.
It is up to you to choose who you will believe, to study the Word of God, and to reject the mark of the beast. It is up to you to obey the commandments of God, not to take the ability to buy and sell in your right hand or in your forehead. It is up to you.